Yep, thank you for your patience. Just had a bit of a network error. Just letting people know we're back. And let me see who else was in the queue. Thank you for the welcome back. Yeah, I think it was down for about 5 minutes, but yeah, thank you. Sorry about the difficulties there. The stream went down while I was paying attention to the level. I will continue from where I was. I was may have missed some of that in the recording, but we'll see. Hang on just a second here. Actually, you know what? This is a very short level once you see it, so I don't mind actually just running it over so we have a complete recording for your benefit. Thank you for bearing with the interruption. And let's give this another crack. I think it was actually fairly close to the end, but we'll see. Thank you, Seacow, for the follow. Pardon the difficulties. We will... I was fairly close, but I'll start this one over. Oh, whoops. And hopefully the network errors will not continue. First time I've had to interrupt stream from that. And it would be very nice if that did not happen again. But we'll just run through this one quickly. Make sure I have a recording. Our network just completely went down. Like, I just lost internet for a few minutes. I'm not exactly clear why. But, hopefully that is not a problem that persists. As that's the first time I've had to interrupt a stream for it, and that was not great. Although, I just set up some kind of contingency for that. In case an unexpected interruption happens. Looks like it was the building. Just had to pull the plug on a few things. Oops. Whoa, okay. No, let's do that again. Yeah, but thanks for coming back. I will, like I said, I am committed to getting through the queue, so didn't want to leave you folks hanging. Yeah, it'll be fairly quick, I think, to just run through my progress in this level. So you can see the whole thing, uninterrupted. And let's grab key number 2. No, we did this one. Okay. Right? Oh no, we didn't do it this run. Okay. I have to remember what I've already done on each attempt. Let's not fall down and lose all of our progress. Yeah, fairly straightforward level though, so I certainly don't mind revisiting it. Okay, we've done door 1 and 2. Number 3 is the one with the conveyor belts. Okay, actually fairly smooth once you get the hang of it. Oh, whoops. Rather needless mistake there. And yeah, I mean, the checkpoint setup in this level looks so much like it's something that should be one of the reusable ones. That's actually kind of a surprise to find that it isn't. Precisely for this scenario where you clear 2 segments and die on a 3rd one. Because right now that checkpoint actually isn't doing anything for me, except for skipping the intro. But let's just do this again, a little more carefully. Yeah, so reusable checkpoint. So basically, you're allowed 1 checkpoint per subworld, but when you take the checkpoint in one subworld, it resets the one in the other subworld. So the way you would do it in a design like this is to have a bit of a gate area where every time you exit one of the segments, you hit like the first shared checkpoint, and then you basically hit 2 checkpoints in a row. Like you hit one, and then you know, where you have all the exits go to the same place, and then that spits you out into the other subworld's checkpoint directly after that. So you would basically, you know, hit the flag in subworld 1, and then immediately hit the flag in subworld 2. And then that would take you back to the entry gate for all 3 segments. I think for a non-linear design like this, that would actually help quite a bit. So yeah, you would basically have it spit you out into one flag, and you would go down a pipe, and then that would spit you out into the other flag. And there are plenty of guides or examples you can look at for how it's done, but the general principle is that one checkpoint resets the other subworld's checkpoint. And yeah, if you want to do sort of non-linear designs where you get to choose what order you want to play a level in, I highly recommend that. That's how people tend to do levels like boss rushes, for instance. You see that very commonly for boss rushes. Or for, you know, kind of choose your own challenge levels like this. Oh, whoops. But yeah, the challenges themselves in this level are fine. I think they are pretty clear and well designed. No problems with them, except there was one thing that I broke, I think, that I did not show on video because I was already offline at that point. Only 4 days ago. Okay, you're doing very well for somebody who just started. So I'll show you. In the segment that I'm about to show you here, first of all, if you kind of take the wrong door by mistake, and you repeat a segment that you have already seen by mistake, the problem is that you can't go back through this door like you can with the other ones to take you back to the entrance. So let's say I've already done this one, and I come back into this door forgetting that I've already done this one. You would want to let the player re-enter. The second thing is that, so in order to get back through the door, the switch has to be off, right? And that's fine, except once you reach the top, it's actually possible to hit the switch twice. And I'll show you what I mean in just one moment. So, I'm going to hit the switch to drop the claw. But the first time I played this level, I actually hit the switch twice just... Oh, shoot. Just to see what would happen. And that actually prevented me from exiting that segment until I went back up the claw, which thankfully I was able to do. Yeah, safety coins as well. So you have 3 coins that allow you to pick up key when you go through this door, which I had actually done successfully on an earlier attempt, but unfortunately that was while I was offline. So you need to make sure that once you grab all the coins, the player can't die until they hit the door, because otherwise you lose the whole key. So one way that people tend to get around that is they kind of put in one last coin. That's kind of a coin that you don't pick up until you're ready to go through the door. But that'll be a little easier to talk about when I actually show you each segment. So let's try to get through this quickly. Since we know we can clear all 3 of these, we just need to do it consistently. But yeah, there are a lot of little things that people have figured out about Mario Maker over time in terms of how to make non-linear levels that don't break and don't reset the player too much. And so there's a lot of knowledge about this stuff out there. Oh, whoops. Ran right into that. I'll want to grab a flower coming out of this segment. And those of you right after this in queue, thank you for your patience with the technical error earlier and my replaying this stage quickly just to show off the whole thing. Of course, part of what I'm showing off is that I've run into a bit more trouble than I did earlier when I was playing offline. But we'll hopefully fix that quickly. And given the current length of the queue, I should be able to finish the rest as well, or at least look at the rest. Whoops. But yeah, for someone who's fairly new to Mario Maker, this is a pretty polished piece of work, so... Just a lot of very specific maker tricks that are worth learning for non-linear designs. Let's actually take this safety buffer this time, so we don't die to quite so much. Okay, let's hop our way up here. Okay, that was maybe a bad idea. Let's ride the claw safely this time. On the second part, you can bypass the cart if you are small. Yeah, okay, I see that. And so, okay, so as you can see, now we have the key. So what happens is, if I die while I'm holding the key, even if I previously had some coins before I hit a checkpoint, if I die, I lose the key and I lose all my coins. And so if you do eventually work with reusable checkpoints, you want to look up something called key death. And you want to look up the ways that you can prevent that, because there are a few methods that people have figured out to make that less of a problem. It's still a problem, but it's less of a problem. And one of those tricks is what they call a safety coin, where you put one last pink coin right at the door to make sure that people generally know... oh, let's drop in. That they should keep the keys, or keep the coins, rather. Okay, so you already had a use for the second checkpoint, of course, so, you know, on this layout, you can't just Whoa. Does it come back up? It does. Okay, and this lets you through. Even there will be some kind of boom boom fight in the factory. It's probably a faster way to do this, but we'll pick up the P-switch and go back. Oh, a bit impatient there. Gotta ban that spam bot in just a sec. We'll deal with the level first. Now, I don't think I need the P-switch for anything else, do I? Except there's that door down there. Yeah, this segment maybe is a little bit... Not sure it's really that interesting, but one-tile gaps... Unless it's a speed challenge with the P-switch, but that would maybe not be very easy. Okay, does this door reset me or kick me out? No, it brings me to another little challenge. This time, I actually do need to get back in time. Let's hope for a power-up. Possibly two. Okay. Not sure about this maze here. Like, I'm not sure it makes the level that interesting, but I also don't know what you're dealing with in terms of the layout, so... Okay, key and P. Let's go through. And... continue. Don't know if we'll need the shell, but we'll find out. Okay, it's gonna be a bit of a seesaw ride going left. Don't know what that will be useful for. That triggers a lot of switches at once. Got 100 seconds left and still a boom boom fight ahead of us, if what I saw is correct. Oh. Okay, we can break some things. Break some twisters. And yeah, it's a very quickly blinking switch. Unless some kind of boss segment here. Okay, there we go. Oh. Now, is this something that actually requires me to defeat him? I assume it is. Okay, 40 seconds left. Plenty of time. Yeah, in terms of pacing, definitely quite a lot more going on after checkpoint 2, after checkpoint 1. Okay, thank you for the level. I'm glad I managed to show you the whole thing. Despite the interruption. The Q-bot is still working. We will get to M.A. Thomas. Thank you for the GG. A little bit off the record time there, but that's what happens when you hit the checkpoint right at the start. Okay, so I will see soon enough, M.A. Thomas, if I accept your apology. Yeah, thanks for dropping by the 4th, and look forward to more from you in the future. Don't Don't play this level, V2. Why are you still here? Leave. Okay. I mean, you did manage to have 8 clears on this thing, so... couldn't possibly be as bad as what you're describing. Could not possibly. So, okay, so last levels today are from you and one submission from the Sea Cow. So thank you, both of you, for coming back. We will take a look. 5-minute world record. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, Amy Thomas, you can definitely submit some other time. We are coming close to the end of this one, but... okay, I see. So, we're going to slide and hop our way over. I mean, not a very tight timer. It looks like this is probably unavoidable. So we're going to have 4 coins up ahead. Now the nice thing is that there are 2 jump buttons. B and A. And so I can just tap them with 2 fingers. And that actually seems to make it go slightly faster. And is easier on my precious hands. So yeah, it looks like we will in fact see no safety coin, but some kind of demonstration of a... well, I mean, if you don't have a checkpoint, not a big issue. Some kind of demonstration of more non-linear coin levels. Okay. Maybe the timer will be an issue. But, luckily, I am a trained pianist and know how to play 2-finger trills. And that is actually coming in extremely handy in this unexpected context. Well, you did warn me that I might rage quit the level, but, you know, honestly, we'll see how tight I am on the timer. If I'm just, you know, coming in 5 seconds off or something, I'll accept that I have seen what you have to show me. But in the meantime, let's tap our way through. We'll probably only do it once, but we'll see. I at least want to see what you put into each room. If it's just a lot of mashing in each room, well, okay. It did warn me on the label not to play this level. And it's mindless enough that we can have a decent conversation in the meantime while I read chat. So, version 3 of this idea is Munchers with Wind. Huh, okay. This idea specifically, huh? Oh, you have to do it to start times 5 in total. Okay. Well... luckily, only one person left in queue after this, the Sea Cow, who hopefully does not find this too unbearable. Could actually see... I should be watching the clock to see how fast I'm doing this. So I saw a 5-minute speed record on this, which, what is that, 5x60? Yeah. Okay, so I will not be hitting the record time then, because whoever did hit a record time clearly had a better method. I've been playing almost all my life. Not as long as I've been playing Mario. May Thomas, but quite a long time. But yeah, you know, not wrecking your hands with video games is definitely an underrated skill for people who are musically trained. As you definitely don't want to give yourself strain injuries with stuff like this. Masher times 5 with a subworld, huh, okay. Well, like I said, if I feel like I've seen it, I will probably tap out of it instead of going for that seemingly very generous 11% clear rate, which actually makes me wonder if I'm just missing something. Yeah, I don't know if... I guess you probably are already familiar with the concept of a Sorka level, which I know was kind of a thing in the late years of SMM1. I guess this is kind of the same idea. Same thing times 5, really. I really wonder about that person who had the 5-minute record then. Because clearly they know something I don't. And I will have to see what that is. Okay. The level Bean Burrito inspired you for this one. Sort of interesting, the camera scroll here. It prevents you from knowing just how far down you have to go. Like, I actually don't know how much longer the level will go on for, simply because of the camera positioning, which... Like, I assume I'm going to run into a timer problem here, which just tells me that this is flat out not the route. Like, this is just not the clear method. Spin on a spiky for 580, yeah. Well, I mean, a trick to this would be to kind of reverse engineer. I mean, I'm going to hit the timer once just to see how close I am. I don't know if I'll actually make it through this segment, but I just assume this is not the route. Because A, you need to pass the clear check, and B, the clear rate is actually fairly generous. You've got like 11% on this. And with reasonable times, too. So, I just think this is... Okay, that is the route. Okay, fine. I am doubtful. I think... Okay, so you've got a kind of a dead-end obstacle there. Right? Unless... Okay. Maybe a steeper drop than I'm accounting for. And that's a pipe. 34 seconds. And... Okay. And that is back to start. So... I'm going to check each of these pipes. And then after that, what... Okay. Not gonna be that. After this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to check your clear screen. Or your preview screen, rather. See what I'm missing. Okay, I'm actually going to check your preview screen. 5-minute time. Drink water. I am going to take that advice. Now, clear check time of 8 minutes 16, so that would come in just under. That would come in just under 500 seconds. So what am I missing here? I've got 4 coins. You got the Pipe in the top level, 3 doors, which means there's an additional pair of doors. Yellow pipe over to drink water. Takes you to the top of the flagpole. Okay. Yeah, that's alright. I feel like I've seen it. I'll just mark it as lost. But Merlin, it's totally fine. I believe your level was completely recorded, but our stream actually went offline due to a network error shortly after that. So if you check the previous VOD, Merlin, you should be able to see the part where I beat your level. However, I think what I'm going to do is I should be able to take this segment and the previous one, and I will string them together into a full video of today's viewer level session, which I will publish within the next day or so. So, Merlin, I believe I did get the entirety of your level on video before I went offline. M.A. Thomas, I want to get to next in queue first. We will see if we have time. If I have time after that, I may look at V3. But I think Seacow actually did come back after our network disruption earlier, so I do want to make sure their level gets played. GG. Yeah. I do see Seacow in the chat, and first clear appears available. Okay, right off the bat, I see some throwing indicators. Jump on a shell, probably launch something, catch something. Yeah, we'll see. This might be difficult, but not very many attempts on it so far, so it's not like I know how hard it is. Merlin, currently our queue is closed, but if I finish a little ahead of time, I may have time to look at 1 or 2 more. So, stick around and we'll see. Okay, so it's going to be jump off the shell. I actually feel like that's going to be a double jump. Jump, pick up the shell, up throw. Like that, right? Up throw on your way over to the platform on the right. And that would launch the POW, which kills the munchers, which then lets you hit the P. Not. Yeah, and then you jump up on that platform. Okay. Yeah, no, you jump on that platform, you jump up, you hit the P, you sail down, you continue jumping on the moles. Okay. Jump. Jump. Oh, not enough of a jump. A little late on the second jump, but we do have the right method. Thank you, Seacow. And thank you once again for coming back after the disruption. A little early on that throw, but we do have the method. Kind of taking a little too long for me to wait for the munchers to die, I think. I should play a little riskier. Yeah, I was afraid a disruption like that would eventually happen, and I'm glad we kind of dealt with it within about 5 to 10 minutes, which is not nearly as bad as it could be. Definitely was a moment where I had to whoops, missing the up throw here. Definitely was a moment when I didn't know how long it would take me to get back on, but nope. It can be a fairly short bounce, bit of a higher bounce on the second one, and then we have the same shell mechanism as we see here. We'll see how far we get on this one. Definitely a little on the harder side for me in terms of what I typically play, but I think we can at least get past some of it. Okay, so it clears the platform and you just need to mine the spikes on your way down. That's fine. Actually, the first level of this type that I have been given today, so kind of a nice change. Oh, no, spin jump. Totally missed that. And we do see the distance to the Spiny. Bit of a low bounce there. No. A little too high on that one. Yeah, Merlin is fine. You're always welcome to lurk. Whoops, a bit high on that release. Seems like we're almost out of the woods in this segment, though. Whoops. Originally, I was going to end probably in about half an hour, but I think I can actually run a little longer today, make up for some of that lost time. And so it is quite possible that we will reopen for 1 or 2 more levels. But let's see. I know, I don't want to spin jump there. Let's see how well we do with this one. Because this is the last official submission today, and because it's on the harder side, I would actually like to take some time to grind it out if I feel like I'm making progress. So hopefully it is worth watching. We'll need to get this down a little more reliably, though. Okay. Hopefully we didn't need that P-switch to still be active as we hit CP1. Okay, I thought that was a soft... Oh, no, that's an up throw, not a soft drop. Totally misreading that. Really the same mechanism as before. So that's been well trained already, it's just doing it the other way. Yeah, for a level that was made in an hour, feels pretty precise. In terms of not being susceptible to a lot of braking. But no, I mean, I concede you're kind of repeating the idea going right to left here. But that's alright. I mean, it was a reliable mechanism in the first place. Not a very reliable player, but a reliable mechanism, so... Oops. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it actually does take a little bit of an adjustment. I mean, it is the same patterns that you learned before, but always a little subtly different to work with the camera scroll. Like, it doesn't feel, you know, overly redundant or anything. And part of it is that the first segment was pretty fair as it is. I always worry a little bit sometimes when I see a lot of things like throwing indicators, because I'm really not a Kaizo player by any stretch of the imagination, but the level of technique that you require for this level is actually pretty reasonable. And, you know, everything I'm doing wrong feels pretty easy to fix on my side. Like, I can see what I'm doing wrong, and I can deal with it fairly consistently. Fairly consistently, not very consistently. You can see. But yeah, putting a level together inside an hour, not an easy skill. It would make sense if you're doing a challenge like that to have a level that just kind of constantly requires you to be on the move, so you don't need to worry too much about things like despawning bugs, which missed a spin jump. Because I find that it takes me ages and ages to make anything in Mario Maker, and part of it is just the amount of debugging you have to do if you have even a mildly complicated setup. But this fairly lean and efficient platforming. Oh, came in a little low there. Nope. And it's fairly easy to read. Like, from the very first screen, I could tell what it is I'm supposed to do. So, that's something I appreciate. Oh, coming in a little low there. Whoops. Nope. Coming in a little too high now. Although from the POW placement, it almost looks like I can get enough of a bounce to just get on the POW. Probably not, but yeah, I feel like I could totally bounce on the POW if I wanted. It probably wouldn't give me enough distance to spin jump onto the spiny after that, but I'm not going to try it right now. Maybe on a later attempt. Oh, forgot the dash. Yeah, I actually think you can totally do it, given the jump arc to the spiny. Just get on top of the POW and break that. But yeah, it's a decent start to a longer idea. I mean, I see that you've already paced it to have CP1 between the left to right and right to left segments, but if you're extending it into a longer concept, you don't necessarily need to repeat that. Whoops. Yeah, like I said, I don't keep up nearly enough with what the sort of big Mario Maker players like Ryukar are doing. I mean, I enjoy his content, I just never make the time to get through much of it. But I'm glad he's posing some interesting challenges to get people making. But yeah, I will happily grind this one out a little longer. I do have more time than I expected today. Okay, take the second bounce there. Near miss on those spikes. Okay, nothing up here except for those very generous one-ups, and that is the goal. Well, okay. Yeah, it definitely feels like a sort of prototypical concept for a longer level. But I think it works quite well as is, and, you know, the fact that you put it in put it together within the space of an hour actually is pretty impressive. So Power Hour, Vejadu. Thank you for that level, Sea Cow. We are at the end of the official queue, but as I said, I actually may be on for the next hour or so, so I'm going to briefly reopen. All of you here, you've certainly got a chance to put in one last submission. And so that'll be last call, and I will try to get through as many of those as I can before I close up for the day. So, yeah, those of you here, M.A. Thomas, I know I said I would at least look at your V3. Zcow, if you have anything else, that'll be quite welcome as well, but thank you for showing me this one at the very least, and for giving me the privilege of first clear. Okay, I'm going to punch in Merlin's code for 1-4. And possibly... we'll see how that goes. Merlin, I hope you are all plugged in now and sufficiently charged. Watch the entirety of this submission. So yeah, I guess you started this around Christmas, and a little after New Year's, you were done with 1-4. And again, a switch in styles, New Super Mario Bros. U. So yeah, I am going to second, just going to manage my stream for a moment. Do I stream to reflect that I am open to a last call? And we will play. Yeah, thank you, Merlin. Yeah, 3%. I mean, I remember thinking, I don't know if you were here for the very... well, you weren't here for the very end of 1-3, but that you could definitely feel where the difficulty ramps up in the later part of that level, because I was thinking in the early parts, like, how on earth is this a 3% level, and then got to the spike segment later and it became much clearer. So I see that you do have a fairly consistent Piranha theme throughout World 1. That's the kind of thing you can detect when you play the entire world within the span of a day. Whoa. Oh, okay, no, wasn't paying attention there. Yeah, I guess with the NSMB style, it's hard to make some of the visual elements blend because they all look like they're kind of roughly the same shade of green. But one thing you definitely notice if you go back to actual NSMB is that actual NSMB is kind of much prettier than Mario Maker makes it look. Okay, I can just demolish things with this big shell. Oh. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Oh, I appreciate these little platforms here, and the dispensary to the left. Okay, I don't see a safe zone down there. It looks like I should probably fire a shell or something. Oh, interesting little bonus cloud area. Ah, okay, that's an exit for the blue pipe, so... I totally could have caught that vine there, but missed. Eventual Burger King, thank you for dropping by. We had technically closed up earlier today, but we finished the submissions ahead of schedule. So I do have time for a submission, if you have one for me. Burning a mole in your pocket. Okay, well, looking forward to it. Yeah, traditional levels are always welcome here. Ah, progressive power-up. Here we go. Ah, okay, that's what you meant by the copter. Little propeller suit segment here. A bonus room. Bonus room that spits out more propellers. I see, okay. So you just kind of jump and make your way over. Okay. Whoops. Lost that. Okay. Certainly worked for that one up. Too bad I lost a suit, but could have gone back there to get another. Oh, I see. So this 10 coin would be for the propeller. Okay. Always appreciate bonus content like that in a traditional level like this. Now, oh, let's not go up there. Yeah, not obnoxiously difficult, that's fine. Probably not going to poke around with that, even though we are right after the checkpoint. Looks like another big shell bonus location. Whoops. Okay, let's launch this. And let's move on. Whoops. Okay, so we need to blast our way through those guys. Something. Find shell or similar object, or... Oh, boom rats don't work in this style. I'm probably just missing something extremely obvious, but... Let's see. Okay. Slide, yeah. Wasn't thinking about sliding on the segment that takes you up, but... If you say so, I didn't think I could make that, but I haven't played around with slope sliding mechanics enough, I think. So, don't have a very good sense of what works and what doesn't. But maybe if we have a one mushroom hit buffer, we can afford to take some risks. Yeah, okay, that totally works. Wasn't quite obvious to me, but that's my problem. Yeah. You would think that after playing so much Mario Maker, I would know these things, but it is actually incredible how much of the mechanics in this game I still have to pick up on the fly, and how many I just kind of forget. So, slide mechanics are on that list. Okay, split the Goomrads. Okay, very satisfying little one up there from the consecutive kills. Yeah, the Wiggler totally takes you up to the next batch of clouds, I see. Oh, and that guy falls on your head. But let's go up. So, Central Burger King, this is 1-4 in a series of kind of mostly traditional piranha plant-themed levels that Merlin has been submitting to me over the course of the day. So they all have something to do with piranha plants, and this one, as you can see, has more of a sky theme to it, even though it's not on the sky background. So it's not so much a central mechanic kind of course as it is more of an aesthetic, thematic course. But as you can see, you know, there are some very reliable recurring elements like the clouds and the wigglers. Okay, and that's it. So Central Burger King, I believe you are next. Oh, did I not type next into that one? Okay, no. Huh. And now we'll type next. Okay, Central Burger King is of course here. And Casually 9, welcome to the stream. We will hopefully get to yours. This is actually past my usual kind of closure time, but because we were ahead of schedule, I decided to reopen to one last round of submissions. So we will hopefully get to your What a New Soup Troll level V1 soon. And since it is a troll level, it will probably be the last thing I see today. Since some of them I know take some time to get through. I am okay with troll levels. I've seen some good ones. I wouldn't say that I prefer them, but people have shown me some interesting ideas with them. So I'm okay with them. And occasionally I even finish them. It does mean at this point that I will close the queue, though. So, Merlin, thank you for all the submissions today. You sent me, I think, 4 levels. Let me just edit my stream to reflect that last call is over. I appreciate you folks dropping by for one last round. So yeah, Casually 9, I will take a look at that after I am finished with Central Burger King's submission. And we will probably finish after that. Yeah, Central Burger King, like, I think while that's generally true, some people have shown me some slightly more interesting ones that are not quite just pick a path, but actually have some mechanics for you to read. And don't set you back too much when they try to kill or softlock you. So yeah, I think it's definitely... I was definitely thinking, you know, even a few weeks ago that I disliked most troll levels, but occasionally you see one that is actually kind of clever and feels more like not a trial and error level, but more like a Super Mario World Ghost House and a very elaborate version of a Super Mario World Ghost House. And so when those troll levels show up, I'm okay with them. They are kind of a minority. But let's see how we do with Burning a Mole in Your Pocket. Defeat the Monty Moles and conquer their fiery armada. Yeah, Casually 9, I look forward to yours. We will hopefully have a good experience. Yeah, very much an SMB3 airship, this one. Always nice to see some traditional designs that really kind of show off their love of the Mario series. I like the attention to the decorations there. The little doodads on the ground blocks. I think that's something that is kind of underrated sometimes in terms of people using them for aesthetic purposes. But every now and then you see some levels that really know how to use them. Pop this guy. Grab a shroom, lose a shroom. Of course, true to the SMB3 style of airship, we have a few opportunities to take an upper route. Yeah, I think Merlin, there's definitely... I mean, that's one of the sort of genres I tend to be most interested in is, you know, levels that still feel like they're for people who have a kind of traditional Mario technique and a traditional Mario sense of how to read a level, but which are a little more challenging than what Nintendo's standard worlds tend to give you. Because I think there are a lot of experienced Mario players that are looking for like a gentle challenge that still feels like Mario. And because, you know, something like Kaizo Mario is a very different kind of game almost, right? Like you have to take a very different attitude to reading what the level is telling you. So, like a level that is kind of moderately hard but still feels traditional, I think is very worthwhile. Okay, I'm not going to have enough bounce or opportunity to get up there. We'll see how we do. But yeah, so for example, you can tell that this is longer than, you know, an actual SMB3 airship, because everything in SMB3, if you go back to it, is in fact extremely short. It's amazing how short and simple most of that game really is. But it kind of recreates the feeling of what SMB3 feels like, right? In a kind of new and interesting way. And so that's very valuable. Okay, Central Burger King, thank you for that. I'm glad that we managed to reopen just long enough for you to put that submission in. World record. While we are close to submissions for today, well, first of all, we'll see how quickly Casually 9's troll level goes by, so you are welcome to stay in case we have time for 1 or 2 extras after the fact. If not, if you can't stay, if you have to go, or if I just don't have time, you are quite welcome to come back for more submissions. Thank you for the GGs, everyone. And let's take a look at Casually 9. I'm glad we managed to recover our stream today, given that, thank you for the follow, we actually did have a network outage about an hour ago that brought down the stream. And we still had some levels in queue, and we actually did manage to get everybody back together and play their levels. And so, had a bit of disaster recovery earlier, but hopefully everything is working now. What a new soup troll level. You won. Roses are black. Violets are black. This level is dark. Help. And yeah, thank you for the follow. I only started viewer levels a few weeks ago, and we're still kind of finding what sort of regular schedule works best for people, but okay, so that's just going to block the pipe. But I try to do 1 or 2 a week at this time slot, going to about 4 or 5 Eastern, or 9 or 10 British, GMT, I guess, this time of year. Occasionally try to do a late night stream as well, but still working out the times. So we have POWs, we have blue pipes. Let's see here. Everything's going to light up and show me the way. That looks like it was an on-off switch. A one-time on-off switch from the Thwomp. This looks like we've missed the opportunity to get back, but... Okay, that's fine. Pow pow. Yeah, I think with the airship level you saw just now, I mean, it's definitely, I think, kind of meant to feel like an SMB3 style classic airship, right? And so I think the level of decoration is perfectly fine. I mean, I know some makers like to go a little aesthetically heavier, and that's fine too. But you really have to think about, you know, what the artistic purpose of your level is, in a way, right? Like, if you're trying to make it feel like SMB3, SMB3 is actually very spacious. And the thing I think that really distinguishes a lot of traditional levels is that they are easy to read. That you can do them blind. Okay, so let's figure out the Thwomp trigger here. Because I feel like I need to jump directly back to the left. And that because the snake blocks are going vertically, I'm not doing that or giving myself enough headroom to do that. So let's land right on the left segment here, wall jump back. Did not trigger the Thwomp. We can see that because of the on-off state here. So let's try to redo that. Although, if you go back, looks like something may have changed here. Okay. Nope. Yeah, I think in some ways that Mario Maker has made people almost a little too accustomed to, you know, tight spaces and lots of indicators. And that's fine for a certain kind of level. Okay. So this looks like it's basically a dead end, lol. And that just traps you, right? Unless... Oh, no, you let me out. That's fine. Very helpful. Okay, I probably should have just... I tried to wall jump off that corner there, but didn't execute it very precisely. Yeah, Casually 9, it's kind of true that I don't see a lot of troll concepts in 3D World, even though I think 3D World is mechanically very underrated. Okay, this is just going to be a death zone, right? Not much to do here. So it looks like the way forward will involve that on-off switch from the Thwomp trigger. If we can find a way to set that off without... we can find a way to set off that Thwomp trigger without losing the ability to head back to the left side. Let's try to go a little further right. Just trying to get back on the snake block in time. I need the door. Need to remember that escape you can do in V2. Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, that's what playtesting is for. Oh, okay. No, that is the way to do it. I just kind of was surprised by the fact that I got the timing down, but since I know I can return to that door after triggering the Thwomp switch, I can execute that reliably. That is what I will try. Nope. Okay, no, I actually was close enough for a Thwomp, I just didn't expect it. Thoughts so far? Well, I mean, I haven't seen very much of it. So we'll see. I mean, you know, I find that control levels, like, if you die to something that's kind of trial and error, and I'm not saying that any of this is particularly trial and error, but I think it's sometimes important. Oh, you can just slide off that thing. I think it's sometimes important that you can get back to where you were very quickly. And so far, looks like that might be the case. I mean, the entire right side of that room seems to be a bit of a red herring. But we have triggered that switch, and Boom Boom falls on your face. Okay, so looks like we dodge him on the right side as we fall out of the door, and let's see if we actually have enough time to do that. Okay. Let's actually check up here. Okay. And that is a woo. That is not so woo. I'm guessing that block just drops a fish on your head or something. Yep. I did see the mine. And, in fact, just took it. So, no need to be too impatient about this. Yep, got a spring trigger up top. Okay. Okay, so the muncher block kind of tells me that I probably wanted that door. Given that there's nothing in this pipe. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think the kind of thing that makes a troll level bearable is that if you have something like a long death scene or trial and error path or something like that, that you want to make the mechanics reliable enough that you only get fooled by it once, right? That you see a trap and you say, okay, you don't go there, and then you want things to be more or less avoidable once the player knows it's the wrong way to go. And so far that's fine. Like, I think this level is manageable. This bit is maybe a little execution dependent, but that's just my timing that's wrong. And it's early in the level, so, you know, not a big deal. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, let's get back in there. Yeah, I'm always caught off guard by actually successfully making that wall jump, and need to react to that a little more promptly. Okay. Oh no, I should have taken Vine. Totally forgot. Okay. Back up we go. Find that spike ball and head straight to the right. Okay, no, you're supposed to climb up the vine. So you don't trigger the invisible block. Okay, I get it. So let the boo kill me. I think unless people really play troll levels, I don't think a lot of people actually know the vine mechanic, that you don't trigger invisible blocks when you climb. Oh, I totally forgot that again. I mean, obviously, if you're sending it to an audience that is pretty familiar with Mario Maker, they'll know how to recognize that, but definitely a bit of an advanced mechanic in some ways. Let's try to get up the vine cleanly for once. Wait for a divine. And let's work our way up. Okay. Mushroom star is just a trap, right? Like, there's no way that's useful. But then if you hit the blocks to the right... Oh, I should have been watching the boo. If you hit the blocks to the right, do they actually let you through? We'll find out. Okay, let's hit the left block, see what happens. Okay. Quite possibly we just wanted to take the donut blocks on the left down in the first place, because I don't see any other way to get out of this area. But then, when you enter this room, you get pushed right, pretty much right away. So... let's see if that's possible, because the donut blocks on the left side definitely look very suspicious. Thank you for giving me that boo to avoid soft blocks.
Oh no!
Yeah, Snake Room is starting to become a little more reliable. Really tempting to just get into that door as a habit, though. Very, very tempting. Okay, it's not going to be that. In that case, not really clear to me what that room is all about, but we'll see. We know that the block on the right side, on the right end, breaks successfully without launching a muncher, but that doesn't seem very useful because it prevents you from taking the pipe. Unless there's some kind of secret trigger I'm missing. Which may be the case. Yeah, far right blocking the pipe. That's what I was thinking. I don't know what that does yet, but I think, you know, with the troll level... Oh, God, I forgot. With a troll level, you know, the thing that doesn't look like it works is quite often the right answer. But yeah, no, I was definitely thinking that after having checked both of those blocks there and seeing that the right one breaks. Because I guess if... Yeah. Oh, we'll see what that does. Yeah, I mean, I'll try it. There's not much else for me to try, right? So, I think, oh. Thankfully, didn't appear to flop that time. Yeah, it's not like I have very many other options. I do have to try that anyway at this point, so... Break the right side. Yeah. Probably should have noticed that the first time, in fact. Now, is this a ride or a deflect? It looks like it has to be a throw. And it looks like you have something being signaled in that in an on-off switch. So let's toss the shell and lose it. Okay. I probably should have just ridden it somewhere to begin with. That's fine.
Oh no!
We know how to get here. Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting that.
Oh no!
Really, really bad habit. Okay. Let's focus. Let's remember Divine. Let's not run into that spike. And let's make our way back up. Now, this thing in the right. Wonder what that does. Yeah, I mean, I guess that star that's trapped there very obviously doesn't do anything. Now, what if I soft drop this thing? Soft drop it. It shouldn't break, right? Oh no, you can't soft drop it because you just end up riding it. Oh yes, you can. Oh, that totally doesn't do anything. Okay. Goes to the end of the belt. I don't think I can just ride that through though. It's not how bumpers work. Something about the on switch. Or maybe get into that, take damage and go through, but you can't through to Muncher, right? Okay. Or maybe that's just a hint room or a clue room, which I have seen before. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that you can play dead. Yeah. Through the bumpers. No, I actually have seen that mechanic before as well. I've seen some levels that are built around that idea. It's just been so long. And there has been so much Mario Maker since that I totally forgot that interaction. Yeah. Yeah. Clearly right. I do understand that. Take a little lift there. Pop that. Go for a ride. And I don't know what this does. Don't know what this does. Okay, you got a platform there. Okay. Surprisingly straightforward segment. Okay. A little impatient there.
Oh no!
Not a flower coming too, and I hadn't even gone through the one-way gate yet. Okay, get through this whole segment. Wait for the platform. Okay, rather quick. Alright. And then... No, I definitely won't get enough speed to get through that without taking some damage. Okay. Get ready for a surprise! Okay. Thank you, very helpful. Okay.
No.
Now I wonder if that typically spawns as a flower, or if it spawns as a mushroom when you head there while small. Actually, no. Head there with a mushroom. Anyway. Okay, no, can't just wall jump out of this.
Oh no.
Just have to go quickly. Alright, let's see what happens. Okay, P-switch lock. And you gotta switch up there. That something would roll along and hit, right? Actually makes me think that that's like maybe a mushroom related thing. Come in here as Small Mario, something rolls down here, mushroom rolls along, hits the P-switch. I think that's what it is. But let's see if we can reverse our way through this door. Nope. Don't get CP. Start. Okay. Start over, right? Yeah, no, because that's a mushroom lock for sure.
Oh no.
Because if you hit the mushroom lock... If you hit the mushroom, rather, it does not spawn a mushroom that drops something on the P-switch. I see. Alright. Now that we have figured it out, it does not take too long, at least, to get back over. Yeah, have a good night, Merlin. And thank you again for all these submissions today. If you have your World 2 done already, hopefully I will be able to get to that next time. Okay, we'll just have to wait for the track to come up again. So yeah, thank you for viewing. And yeah, I know you said you missed the end of 1-3, but I will get a video fixed up afterwards of the 2 segments of this stream patched up together. Okay, go through here, avoid the CP, let the P-switch trigger. And don't forget about the surprise. Okay. Surprise! Casually 9, I will see how much time I have at the end of this one. And I might be able to take a look at it. Because I usually end the stream before now, before 1 Pacific or Eastern. But I had a little extra time available today, so I'll see how long it takes me to clear this. No. Okay, that's a block. Okay, that's recoverable, surprisingly. Yeah, I know, 10-second speed run. We'll see. If I don't get to it, then hopefully I'm able to catch you another session. But thank you for making it to the end of this one. I had already closed up a little while ago, but we were doing well for time today. Okay, let's watch out for that surprise. Let that fall. And skip that. Now... Oh, the P-switch is timed, okay. No, I should have used a spring in order to get over the saw blade. I did not really think about the saw blade. That's the issue there. Okay, let's get through this part again. Oops. Well, we will see when we're done with it whether it was a good troll level. I like that it's fairly reliable for me to get back to this part, even though I had to start over and skip CP1. I mean, that's a very time-consuming kind of hint for a lot of people, I think, but when it comes to things like checkpoint resets or don't touch the checkpoint or whatever, like, that adds a lot of running time to the level. But it's not like I have people waiting behind you today, so I don't feel all that rushed. So I don't mind taking my time with it. Okay, so I need to figure out this jump off the spring, don't I? Okay. We are through. And let's see what surprises lie in store. Okay, just needed to jump right over. That's fine. We'll do it. Like I said, I'm not really that much of a troll level player. But I don't mind just kind of playtesting them for people in case they want to see how players might read the stage or whether anything breaks. So, hope this was at least somewhat useful for you as the designer. Oh, okay, that's bad. Yeah, that's fine. We probably won't have time for your speedrun then. Let me just try to hit the flag on this one. I have to remember to go up the vine, of course. Yeah, so hopefully I will hit the flag within the next few minutes. And you can see how that looks. And yeah, I hope that's useful feedback for V2. Okay, so let's try not to mess up too much. This part. At least mechanically it's fairly forgiving, like not a lot that's very execution dependent once you know what to do. Except maybe for this spring jump here. Like I'm still a little worried about this spring here, even though I know it's coming. Like this part I feel like I can't really do reliably, but I'll give that another crack, and hopefully I can finish this before you have to go. Oh, whoops. Okay, let's wait for Vine. Okay, let's do this part here. Yeah, we'll see if we can make that little spring jump in the next room. Not totally confident about it. Whoa. Yeah. What theme? You mean like what kind of environmental theme? I mean, 3D world, take your pick. Oh, whoops. I mean, whatever you think fits the mood and the music you're going for, right? Someone asked me the other day, I think, why so many troll levels are in the Ghost House theme. You can kind of understand it for something with the light mechanic like here. But, some ways I think it's because, you know, it's the music, it's the sense pacing, the sort of puzzly mood to it, and also that, I think, if you think about the original Ghost Houses, a lot of them were kind of, not quite trolls, of course, but kind of precursors to a puzzly kind of thinking. You know, in that Nintendo's own Ghost Houses would have things like duplicate rooms that look identical and exits that are not really exits and so on, right? But 3D World, I don't know. Yeah, It's too bad it was so close to the flag, and now I'm just failing on this spring repeatedly. But if I get past the spring, I feel like everything else is pretty simple. So, we'll try to do it, because it is the last thing I'll be doing, I think, before I close down the stream. But I would like to get that clear. And if I don't, that's fine. I already know that I got to the end. 3D World Ghost House, okay. Well, I hope it goes well. Lots of mechanics in 3D World that I think are kind of underrated. Yeah, I think, you know, some people think 3D World isn't very powerful, because you can't do a lot of basic things like stacking. But I think it's underexplored. Lots of room for innovation. Okay, I'll try to hit the flag here, but thank you for staying, and if you want to see if I managed to clear it, I will have the full VOD up afterwards. Or you can just look at the recent broadcast. So, hopefully I'll make it through this one, and hope to see you around. Thank you for the submission. Tomorrow, probably not streaming tomorrow, but we'll see. I usually do at least 2 a week. So have fun. I will have the video up afterwards, and you can see if I actually did this successfully. Oh. Ah, failure. Okay.
Oh no!
Oh, no, missed that again.
Oh no!
Okay, let's try to ride the lift properly this time. God.
Oh no!
Okay. Very memory dependent sometimes, these levels. Nope.
Oh no!
A lot of deaths to forgetting things we have already seen. Very much like a memory game in some ways, where you just tap the colors in the right order.
Oh,
Not in that order. Okay, let's try to exercise some patience as we approach the checkpoint. Wait for the munchers to drop. Then take another crack at that spring segment right here. Okay, we got it. Let's not die at the very end this time. Check for ISO nonsense. Got the flag. And that will be it for today.
Mario time.
Aside from the rather unfortunate network outage, fairly straightforward session. Plenty of level diversity, so take that for as clear. On the new Soup Troll level, so from here we will close down for the day.